Now, one of the most common questions I get is how do you generate leads when you have less than 1,000 followers, right? We all started from a point in time where we had very little followers, not many people know us, very little traffic. And today I want to answer that question through a 3-step approach to allow you to get more leads. And by leads, I mean people who are interested in buying your products and services from you. If you're new here, my name is Darius, and on this channel, I help service-based entrepreneurs to attract more clients without spending a single dime on ads. If you're new here, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to this channel for future videos as well. By the way, in this video, I'm not gonna go through anything to do with cold emails, cold messages, or cold calls, because those strategies definitely do work, but I firmly do believe in attracting your best clients, because you start to attract people who are like you, which usually becomes your ideal clients to work with. So if you're ready to generate more leads, click the like button below and let's get started on the 3-step process. Now, step 1 is to create an attraction asset that people cannot refuse. Now, most of the digital marketers out there call this a lead magnet. Now, a lead magnet is simply a free offer that you provide for people in exchange for their contact number or their email address, where in return, you give them a book, a free guide, a training. I'm quite sure that you have opted into a few lead magnets before. They grant you like an ebook, they grant you a guidebook, or maybe they grant you a few templates, right? These are what lead magnets are. You give them an email address or contact number, and in return, they give you like a free thing. Now, the reason why I don't call it a lead magnet is because most of the lead magnets out there are pretty mediocre. Now, chances are you've probably seen it online and you have actually placed in your email in exchange for the ebook or the guidebook that you have. Now, chances are also is that you probably did not finish the book, or you probably read it through it and then you realize that, wow, there's a lot of fluff, there isn't really much or anything in there at all. After a while, you realize that most of the lead magnets talk about the same thing, they give quite a lot of fluff, and they don't really give you direct and straight to the point insights that you really need. Now, that's exactly why I call it an attraction asset, because at the end of the day, you want people to actually read your asset, want it to be very valuable, and you want people to actually take action out of it. That's when you know you actually impact someone's life, rather than just a lead magnet that people look through it and they realize, okay, this fluff that can be found on any other article on the website. Now, the whole purpose for an attraction asset is pretty much just to collect more information from your clients, right? Collect their emails so that you can send them even more valuable information and maybe other information about your solutions or services. Now, with that in mind, a lot of people don't really know where to start off with an attraction asset. Now, if that's you, don't worry too much about it, because there are only 2 principles that you need to know in order to create your attraction asset. First one, it's got to do with usefulness. Usefulness is the most basic requirement that is needed, which means that people can actually read through it and people actually use it. Now, a lot of times you read through some of the ebooks or guidebooks and you start asking yourself, how do I actually apply it? Now, these are the ebooks or guidebooks that aren't done so well. At the end of the day, your attraction asset should be able to solve their problem immediately, and they're able to take action to solve it in the first place. Because knowledge that is not applied is knowledge that is not useful. Now, if your asset is not useful, there are negative effects on you as well. Because one, people don't even remember you. Because if they don't apply it, they probably don't remember. Just remember that we are opting into like dozens of different lead magnets and attraction assets out there. And maybe 1 or 2 are only valuable assets. So if they don't apply it, means that they probably don't even remember getting it from you. Now, the second negative effect is that people might feel ripped off from you because they opted in for something they expect it to be really valuable, but when they got it, they realize that it's pretty crappy. And this means that you leave a bad first impression on them. They won't really want to look forward to the future emails or future updates that you want to send them. Now, just imagine yourself exchanging information to get an ebook that's probably called 10 best books that will change your life that you have never heard about. Now, that's something that I'll be interested in as well. So I place in my name, I place in my email, and in return, I want to see books that I've never heard about. But the first and the top of the list, it goes with like Rich Dad Poor Dad. Second, maybe Awaken the Power Within. Now, all these are common books if you are an avid reader to begin with, because I wanted books that people don't really read, but they gave me books that are the most mainstream books that everyone have probably read before. So then what's my impression of it? It sucks. So let's move on to the second principle of attraction asset, which is making it relevant. Now that means you want to be solving a problem that your business actually solves. I've seen a guidebook before where basically a marketing agency goes about sharing what are the best self-help guidebooks for people. It doesn't really make sense because as a marketing agency, you want to help people get more traffic, more leads. And then you're sharing people based on books. Not really a problem that your direct business actually solves. And then the question is, would you rather get information from someone who is a self-help expert, or would you rather get information about self-help from a marketing agency? Most likely the former. So let's say if you're a marketer, most likely you want to be giving out a book that helps people to increase more traffic and leads. And then if you're a coach, maybe you're a self-help coach, you maybe can go about introducing self-help books, or maybe introduce guides or tools that can help people to elevate their life, their health, or their wealth. So when your attraction asset is both useful and relevant, people start to trust you and people will actually start recommending you to others because they realize that your asset is something that's valuable. And that's honestly not easy to find nowadays. Now let's move on to step 2, setting up your landing page. Now a landing page basically is a page that captures the name and email on your website. So to create a highly converting landing page, you need 4 elements. First, the hook, which is pretty much to capture the attention of people to get people to read what's on that page. For example, 12 unusual ways to 2x your business. Okay, then followed by the benefits, right? The benefits is basically if you read this, you'll learn this one strategy that help us to increase our business revenue by 100%. These 2 strategies that Jeff Bezos used to scale his business. Right? Are you interested now? Probably you are. And the truth is I don't have a book like that. But we do have an example which you can go and look and click on the link below. The third element is to create a call to action. Basically a button that says send me now, send this now to me, and get people to actually click on the button to want to get your asset. Now last but not least is to have a product mockup. Basically they're able to see what it is that they're getting. You don't want to just put a page where basically you can't see what it is that they're getting. Then all the more I'm not sure what I'm going to be getting from you. You can use many different softwares to go about creating your landing page. The software we actually use is Kajabi. If you want the link, you can just click in the description below. So right after you create your landing page, you can go ahead and place that link into all your social media profiles like Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, and people will start clicking onto it and start to opt in for your attraction asset. Now let's move on to step 3, promoting your attraction asset. At the end of the day, you can do step 1 and step 2 extremely well, but if no one knows that you even have an attraction asset in the first place, then you're not getting any leads or any traffic. Now the easiest way to promote your asset is to create content. Now when it comes to content, you should be focusing on both long-term content and short-term content. Whether it's an article, whether it's a video, or whether it's a short infographic. Now the easiest way to leverage content is to always end off with every of your caption as a call to action. What that means is that at the end of every of your content, you want to include a call to action. For example, at the end of the video, I'm going to ask you to like, to subscribe, and maybe you can go about getting one of our guidebooks or trainings in the description below. If it's on Instagram, I can do a short call to action to get people to click the link in order to get a free guidebook or ebook. And if it's Facebook, it's the same. The caption I can be using the same as Instagram. At the end of the day, you don't want your asset to just be sitting there in the dust and no one actually getting it. Now, if you fully believe that your asset is able to change someone's life or make someone's life for the better, all the more you should be promoting it at the end of your content. Now, if you're someone that don't like to directly promote, you can just end it off with a PS. That's something that I like to do as well. You can just do a PS at the end of the day just to subtly say that, hey, I got this thing that I know is gonna really tremendously help you. Would you like it? I'm not someone that likes to hard close, hard sell, or to push out to people. I pretty much say that, hey, I have this. If you want it, you can get it. If you don't want it, it's fine, right? Because this works best only for a specific group of people, and this won't work well if you're someone that's lazy, uncommitted, and someone that doesn't want to take action at all. Obviously, nothing's gonna help you if you don't want to take action at all. For example, it can be end off with PS. I've got this guidebook that allows you to 2x your sales that 99% of people aren't doing. Click in the link to find out more. And this is actually one of our guidebooks. I've listed it in the link below. So the bottom line of this video is for you to create a really good asset, create a simple landing page, and ultimately just promote it to people. Now, if you have a question that you'd like me to answer in a video, go ahead and leave it in the comment section below because I read every single one of the comments. So before you go, smash the like button and subscribe for future cool videos on client attraction. And till the next video, continue to set new standards and surpass your limits.